Hey, welcome to Letters from Camp. And we've been interviewing our youth pastors here at North Coast Church, a part of our daily dose. As far as the message, it's been really tailored towards our students, but is so applicable to really all of us in our lives. And I'm so excited to be able to have DJ Trento here with us today. DJ, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.
What campus are you at?
I'm at the Carlsbad campus.
That's so great. And you're a little newer there. How long have you been on staff there?
Been there a little over a year.
Yeah.
I've been on staff at North Coast for 4 years now. I was a director at Ramona and at Vista GH78, but finally moved over to Carlsbad about a little over a year ago.
That's great.
Yeah.
And you're married?
I am married. We just celebrated 5 years yesterday.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
That's terrific.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool.
Man, that is so great. And it's been so fun to be able to see you step into your positions.
Yeah.
And you decided to, I mean, it was a little bit of a hard road of like getting get some experience through interning.
A lot of grinding.
Yeah. So, man, I'm so proud of you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
And glad to have you here with us.
I'm
Well, we're talking on this Letters to Camp.
Yeah.
And you had some specific theming or messaging you were going for your students.
Yeah.
What were you really going for this camp?
Yeah, absolutely. I think something that there's some of our students that struggle with this. I mean, when I was a high school student, I for sure struggled with this. I think even to this day, I struggle with it. But I think it's something that, like, as Christians, we're always going to be in battle with. And it's this idea of us hearing and intellectually, like, understanding the gospel and knowing who God is, but showing up on a Sunday or a Tuesday night or whatever time church service is at and being like, okay, Jesus is great. Jesus is the Lord of my life for these 2 hours.
Right.
And so what we really wanted to like push and encourage and teach our students is how do we take that from a Sunday to go, okay, no, Jesus is the Lord of your life every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I mean, especially we're going into football season
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
And it's like people attend church on a Sunday, and then once the whistle blows, it's like they kind of blow off their faith sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's amazing how much our attitudes, our mindset, our verbiage can change in the middle of just a couple of hours.
Yes.
So I think this is so applicable to all of us.
Absolutely.
What are the passages that you really focused on?
Yeah. The main passage we focused on was Romans 12, 1 and 2.
Okay, let's I got it here. Let's read it. Therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. I was telling you, I think this is so cool. I was actually reading this morning, which was crazy.
Yeah.
And I always go to 12:2.
Yeah.
But man, 12:1 explains a lot of
Yeah, it's good.
Sometimes we just skip over it and that whole side of being a living sacrifice.
Yeah.
But I want to get your thoughts on this.
Yeah, absolutely.
So why does this matter so much to you?
Yeah, I think it's so good because, like I said earlier, like our students, me, everyone, it's this battle of choosing between the kingdom and choosing between the world, right? And it says in verse 2, don't conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And I think, like you said in verse 1, it sets it up so well because the way we do that is it's a living sacrifice, right? It's the true and proper worship. It's not just Sunday worship. It's not just Tuesday night worship, just when music is playing, we're hands up raising worship. I'm a Christian now, but it's a living, it's every day, it's every moment. It's on Monday morning when we go to work. It's a every single day sacrifice. And like, that's what we really wanted students to go home with, of going, okay, no, this is what real faith looks like.
Yeah.
This is us going to school, going into our work environments and doing everything every single day as a sacrifice and choosing, I'm going to seek the kingdom today and not seek my desires in the world.
Man, I think during the season, I mentioned football, but I love during the season, they go into like the athletes' routines.
Yeah.
And the way they live their lives.
Yeah.
And you see these elite athletes and they just live a different life. So many of them every moment.
Every moment.
And in a way, they're sacrificing all the time because they know what their mission is.
Absolutely.
Man, I love that picture, though, that you're giving us, that it's really every moment.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how do we practically live this out, though? I mean, we talk about we can listen to this just like it is on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And 5 minutes later, we're getting a work call.
Yeah.
And it goes out the door. So how do we practically live this out?
Yeah, that's a great question. And I think it's a hard question, right? I think the answer is simple, but the ability to do it is hard. But I love at the end of verse 2, it says, you're going to be transformed by the renewing of your minds. And I think it starts through the power of the Holy Spirit, right? And I think it's so easy, something that I used to struggle with all the time, I think to this day still struggle with, but going, okay, this is what I need to sacrifice. This is what I feel called to do. Okay, God, stand on the side. I'm going to go make you proud. I'm going to go by my strength, by my power.
Right.
I'm going to go accomplish this and be like, okay, God, like, are you proud of me? Like I did it. And we're always going to fail over and over if we're trying to do it on our own power.
Right.
I mean, do it on our own strength. So I think the simplicity of the answer is if we want to be transformed and we want to renew our minds, it starts from internal, right? It starts from the power of the Holy Spirit. And then from that, we are going to start being transformed. Our minds are going to be renewed. We're going to start thinking a little bit differently. We're going to start desiring a little bit more towards the kingdom side than the world, if that makes sense.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
I mean, in today's day and age of podcasts and everything else, there's a self-help
Oh, absolutely.
book on everything. And I read a lot of them. There's a lot of good information on there, but the connection with the Holy Spirit being the first and foremost
Just
thing.
got to start there.
So we connect with the Holy Spirit, and then what?
Yeah, we connect, and then like we let the Spirit move. You know what I mean? And then it's when we get in those situations, we have to decide, okay, is this a kingdom value or is this a worldly value, right? It says, do not conform to the patterns of this world. And it's that living sacrifice. It's that every single day. And there's going to be a lot of things where I go, I really want to do this. I really want to pursue this. But the power of the Holy Spirit inside of me is going to be the one that's going to go, no, this is how we go this way. This is the direction that we're going now.
Yeah, it's really listening.
Yeah.
Those promptings, and it's hard.
It's hard. It is.
And like sometimes we, as pastors, can make this sound so easy. It's but
just do it.
Yeah, just do it, right?
Yeah.
But the reality is, every day is a challenge.
Absolutely.
Of the yes and no's that we say to.
Yeah.
But you've had some challenges in your own life of figuring this out.
Yeah.
Describe that for me.
Yeah, I grew up in youth ministry. Loved youth ministry, loved youth pastors, really respected all of the pastors in my life. They did great for me. But personally, I was like, that's not the job for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have dreams. I have aspirations. I got a degree in marketing, and I love sports. I wanted to do marketing for like a sports team. And I was like, this is my life plan. Like, this is where I'm going to go. This is what I'm going to do. But God kind of put a halt on that. And literally up until the point I decided to go all in and pursue vocational ministry, I was like praying against it. I was like, God, no, this is not what I want to do. And it was a big sacrifice to sacrifice that. And it was even harder because I was maybe 2 years into marriage at that point. And so my wife and I just got married, and we're like, we have big dreams. We have big aspirations. And not saying those dreams and aspirations weren't not going to necessarily be accomplished because of my career change, but there were a lot of things that my wife didn't sign up for. You know what I mean? There's a lot of sacrifices that she had to make. There was a lot of long nights of me coming home being spiritually, emotionally, physically exhausted, and her having to support me in that, and a lot of long days of her putting in overtime at work to make ends meet. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of sacrifice that has been going on the past few years, but it's been so cool to see God's like faithfulness and like the fruit that is coming out of it. And I think if you were to sit us both down right here, right now, we'd be like, we wouldn't change a thing. Like, it's been so worth every single sacrifice we've had to make.
And some of those areas in my own life where I've had to go about that, I always kind of talk about in that journey, God really showing me that many times when we have to lay something down and sacrifice, we're praying for God's peace over this decision.
Yeah.
And I was listening to a sermon one time, and it just struck me that peace doesn't come before obedience. Peace comes after obedience.
Yeah.
And so it looks like that way for you. I'm sure there's a lot of turmoil leading into it, but then it's like, man, God's meeting our needs.
Yeah.
And God can meet us wherever we're
Absolutely.
at. And this whole living sacrifice thing, just a couple other practical sides. So I feel like many times when we look at this living sacrifice and laying things down and loving others, we think of the down and out person, the homeless person, which they need God's love as well. But practically, most of us are not running into those individuals.
Yeah, absolutely.
How can we live this out on a daily basis?
Yeah, no, I think there's individuals that are right under every one of our noses, right? I think more often than not, like our family, there are people in our family who need to hear the love of Jesus or need to experience the love of Jesus through our actions, through our grace, through our mercy. Mm-hmm. And I think like our family is our priority. Our family is our first mission field. And it's so easy to overlook that. Like, I remember like going to APU, going to college, and like there was so much hype and excitement about mission trips. And it's like, yeah, those are awesome. Those are great. We can do a lot of great things there. But it's so easy to overlook how many people are right under your nose, right in front of you, your next door neighbors, your friends at work, even your family members. Maybe there's some aunts, some uncles, some siblings, whatever that looks like. But yeah, I think there's people right here, right now that can really use and experience God's love through you.
That's awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much,
of course,
DJ, for joining us
Absolutely.
today. Thanks for being with the Daily Dose.
Yep. Thank you. See you.